Hey, what's going on? This is David Patterson, owner, head coach of the New York Patriots. Another episode of Battle Ready. So, the New York Patriots went into their fifth season with a bunch of plans, and then 2020, just like with a lot of other things going on in the world, kind of had its way with them, so to speak. So, the Patriots, after all is said and done, we had postponement upon postponement. We had delay after delay. We had moving around. We had cancellations. We had weather cancellations. We had everything under the sun. But ultimately, for the 2020 season, ahead of a lot of other programs and a lot of other leagues alike, Patriots, after it's all said and done, knock on wood, 9 games for 2020, and considering usually aim to be around 12 to 15. The thing is looking good. So since the last time we chatted, Patriots went from winning streak to losing streak, just like they ordinarily do, and then getting hot at the right time. So hopefully history will repeat itself. Patriots lost 2 games in a row.
Maybach music.
The hit Brainiac.
defending champions of the NFL Single A Division Brawlers. Great program. Big shout out to Rich and the Brawlers guys. Came out. It was a back and forth battle. Patriots came up short at the end. Also, big shout out to Debo. You guys that don't know, June Lee Rajan is his government name. I know he's going to kill me for saying that, but Debo, big little number 70. Our center went down, had to get surgery on his leg. Speedy recovery to that young man. Also, had the death of his mother in the same week, so it was a very, very tough week for him and his family. So send condolences out. In a very, very tough time for a lot of people. But came back next week. Main Machine, round 2. Those guys really do battle. They play some really solid football, and they have earned every bit of their undefeated record for the 2020 season, taking care of business, so to speak. So, in order for us to be able to see them at the end, and be able to get 1 out of the 3 wins, the one that matters is definitely the one that we're focused on. And this past weekend was our way of getting back on the schneid, so to speak. So after the Main Machine game, we had a scheduled game with the Massachusetts Mercenaries. Game was supposed to happen in Connecticut. Notice how I said it was supposed to happen. Weather report came out for thunderstorms for the duration of the day, with lightning strikes that resembled something of biblical proportions. The actual weather didn't turn out nearly as bad as predicted. However, out of an abundance of caution and just knowing that 2020 has things going on that nothing else has seen in recent memory, we thought it better, and the Newington Parks Department thought it better just to shut it down for the weekend, and we agreed and kind of moved on from there. So after that was Labor Day weekend. Got a couple practices in, a couple of socially distanced things right here at the Patriot compound, so to speak. So guys were really considering everything that was going on. They were still pressing ahead. They were still moving to get better. Again, life hit a bunch of guys just like we expected to during the course of the season and what have you. Roster shrunk down as it always does. Didn't shrink down quite to what it has in the past, but there was definitely a noticeable difference. But what really has picked up the team in general has been our partnership with the Harlem Gators, Coach D and the guys over there. Just that constant Wednesday practice where guys understand that they have to come bring their lunch pail, and they can't just sit around or walk around. They actually have to get in on the drill, and there's an energy about it or what have you. So when the Gators just started, we were peaking in terms of our practice scheduling and such, and attendance, and it kind of lifted them up. And then on the back end, when we were going through our stuff, they were looking forward to the start of their season, so their energy level was high and kind of picking us up, and that's what it's about. From there, ended up having to play, because of our loss against the Machine the second time, had to play the Jamaica Plains Huskies in the semifinal. Took care of business, offensive output, defensive output, absolutely awesome. Played the way that we were supposed to play, and hopefully it's a sign of things to come. Hopefully it's a sign that we've kind of turned the corner and are getting things right. But if nothing else, we will see this upcoming week as Patriots advanced to the championship game to take on the Main Machine for round 3. We know what we have to do. We know we have to take care of business. The question is, which team will show up? And that's the frustrating part, is that you never really know what team to show up. You prepare as best as you can, but in our line of hobbies and that line of work, you have to have that demand. Hobbies, you're at the mercy of life in general and what's going on and what have you. So hopefully we can focus up and get 2 good practices in for championship week before we hit the field with all the marbles on the table. So in elimination football, we played some of our best football, not just this year, but in the past 5 years. So I hope this week is just the same as that. As we head into what ordinarily would be the off-season, however, we have one more game. After that, we take on the New Jersey Pirates in the Nobles of the Smoke Bowl. We got Troy Miller, the Nobles of the Smoke cigar brand. We usually have a night out at Papa Juan's over on 161st Street. Due to social distancing, we will probably be outdoors somewhere having cigars and a few drinks, adult beverages and what have you for some of our older guys. For our younger guys, obviously, we exclude them from those activities. But that's pretty much where we're at. So, year 5, I don't want to say not what I thought it would be. Well, it's not definitely not what I thought it would be. But all things considered, I think we are where we should be with all things considered. And as soon as we close the door on year 5, have a lot of momentum into year 6 and kind of take it from there.
War ready, I'm war ready, we 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 war ready. Strapped up and I'm ready, strapped up and I'm ready. If this a problem on a 50 where you can catch me, my squad always with me, my squad always with me. You mad you can't hit me, I swear we too shifty. Lift the weight so we war ready, on the field so we game ready. In the gym we battle ready, come kick off, you know we ready.